The Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, were two American aviation pioneers, generally credited with inventing, building, and flying the world's first successful motor-operated aeroplane. Wilbur was born near Millville, Indiana in 1867, and Orville in Dayton, Ohio in 1871. Wilbur and Orville were two of 7 children born to Milton Wright. In 1878, when the family lived in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, their father brought home a toy helicopter for his 2 younger sons, made of paper, bamboo, and cork, with a rubber band to thrill his rotor. It was about 1 foot long. Wilbur and Orville played with it until it broke, and then built their own. In later years, they pointed to their experience with the toy as the spark of their interest in flying. Wilbur was a bright and studious child and excellent in school. His personality was outgoing and robust, and he made plans to attend Yale University after high school. In the winter of 1885–86, an accident changed the course of Wilbur's life. He was badly injured in an ice hockey game when another player's stick hit him in the face. That most of his injuries healed, the incident plunged Wilbur into a depression. He didn't receive his high school diploma, canceled plans for college, and retreated to his family's home. Orville was as bright as his brother, but he could be mischievous in the classroom and didn't always apply himself fully. But instead of following the prescribed junior year curriculum, he opted for a series of advanced college preparatory courses. As a result, he wouldn't qualify for his high school degree at the end of the senior year, so he decided not to attend school that term. He never graduated. Despite his lack of interest in formal credentials, Orville, like Wilbur, was committed to broad learning and supplement his high schooling with a great deal of private study. The brothers, in fact, had an education comparable to a modern 4-year college degree. Wilbur and Orville set to work trying to figure out how to design wings for flight. They observed that birds angled their wings for balance and control, and tried to emulate this, developing a concept called wing warping. The Wright brothers, on December 17 in 1903, 4 miles south of Kitty Hawk in North Carolina, they succeeded on flying the first free controlled flight of a power-driven, heavier than an aeroplane. Wilbur flew their plane for 59 seconds over a distance of 852 feet, an extraordinary achievement. None of the Wright brothers had children. The Wrights believed their invention was uniquely own and revolutionary, and that they should be duly credited and compensated for their contribution to the world. Tired and stressed for the burden of litigation, Wilbur contracted typhoid fever in April 1812. He succumbed on May 30 at his family home in Denton, Ohio. He was only 45 years old. After that, Orville sold his interest in the Wright Company in 1815 and settled into the role of aviation elder statesman and national folk hero. He spent much of the remaining 30 years of his life upholding the reputation he and Wilbur had earned. Orville served on many government aeronautical boards and commissions, and he was a consultant with several private aircraft companies. He received 11 honorary degrees from universities in Europe and the United States, as well as dozens of medals and awards. Orville suffered his second heart attack in 4 months on January 1948 and died in January 3rd at Haddon Hill in Oakwood, Ohio, at the age of 76.